Okay, recently I had to swear an affidavit in court, and when I went there, I met this very beautiful lady who came to file for a divorce. And it got me thinking, like when I came back home, I was trying to process so many things because according to the paper I saw, she just got married last year. What would have warranted a divorce? Why do people stay in marriage? Why do people get married? I think that question needs to be answered before you get into marriage. I think this is one question you need to answer. Why am I getting into the marriage? Why am I doing this? Why do I think that this person is actually the person for me? Will I be able to stay with this person for 10 years? What will like you need to answer the why in that relationship. It got me, I started analyzing myself. Okay, why did I get married to the person I got married to? What will happen in this relationship now that would actually make me to divorce him? What would even bring the case up? Do you understand? It made me, I started analyzing so many things from my own perspective. Okay, why did I get married to this person? And I have the why. And that why I tell you is what is actually sustaining my home. Most of the time, we feel that love sustains marriage, but it is not actually so. Because there are times in your marriage when that love fades. There are times when you are not able to sustain that love. There are so many things that comes around, like so many problems, so many issues that that love cannot sustain. Most of the time, is that why in the relationship? Why did I get married to this person that actually sustains it? It made me realize that we need to get the why right. Like, why am I in this right before we have a successful relationship, a successful marriage? I'm just saying this from my own perspective. This is not from any form of research because I was looking at, okay, what would happen now that would make me say, okay, this marriage is over? And why did I get into it in the first place? What is that thing that is giving me hope in the marriage? What is that thing that, okay, when I look back, I say, okay, this is why I got into this marriage and this is why I cannot leave. Now, when I discovered that, I started asking some questions. So people that, okay, we are married. And I got some answers coupled with my own answer. And it made me realize that it is always all these answers are actually in line. Because the first person I asked, I said, okay, why did you get married to your husband? She said, okay, I was in Kano. That was the response she gave me. She said she was in Kano, but a prophecy came for her that her husband was also pleased. This is who the person is. And she has been getting that thing before that, and like she has been having that signs before that time. It was just a confirmation of what she knew. Do you understand? And when she met this person, like the person was not financially okay because he was a pastor. He wasn't financially okay. Like there was nothing. Her parents were well to do, they were doing well, but from the place the guy was coming from, they didn't even have a house of their own. It was a very bad financial state. But when she went there, she found out that she was okay. Like she was fulfilled. It wasn't a struggle. It was something that came out naturally from her. Do you understand? It was something that came out natural. It was something that was natural. She didn't have that fear. There was no fear that was coming with the marriage because it was something that, okay, I have this vision. This prophecy was something that was clear, and she had that conviction, and that was why she got into the marriage. I tell you, she's about 15 years in marriage now. She told me that she has never regretted anything concerning her marriage because there is an anchor. There is something that she has. Like there is nothing that can clear that. And when things happen in her marriage, she always remembers that thing. And she said, okay, God, you are the one that sent me to this marriage, and this is what is happening. I want you to help me. And in all other situations, he comes through for her. That is her why in the marriage. It is not the love, it is not what she built, it is just that particular thing is the why she's in the marriage. And I have similar experience with mine because even before I met my husband, I have the vision in 2010, sorry, 2010. So when he came, I knew he had come. So many people were asking, okay, why did you get married to this person? You have so many options, you have so better options. But I told them, most people cannot understand because when it comes to we that are spiritual people, we are spiritual people, and we know that this is what must come to pass. If you have gotten the vision, if you have gotten that conviction, there is nothing that matters anymore, and that is what you would hold. That is the why you have in the marriage. Because when things happen like that, it's okay, God, you're the one who sent me here. This is what you said, this is what you said, and this is what is happening, and you have something to hold on to. So when I feel that why so many people they rush in and rush out of marriage is that they don't have the why in the relationship. Why did you get married to this person? Why are you with this person? There needs to be a why, because that why is the anchor of the relationship, the anchor of the marriage. There needs to be a why. Because when people come out and say, okay, I don't I've been in this relationship, I've been in this marriage for 5 years, I don't love this person anymore, so I want out of the marriage. It's because you don't have a why. If there is a why in the marriage, like there is something, you came in with a conviction. I tell you, even if those things come, you know that okay, this is a phase. This is what God says about it. And even if these challenges come, I know it will still pass. Be it whatever kind of challenges, you know that okay, you are not doing this on your own. And that's why I tell people, I know some people don't believe in God, but I tell people that if you want to get into marriage, especially as a believer, you need to have something to anchor. You need to have something to hold on to. Because we don't go into marriage barefooted or without anything. You need to have something you are holding on to. Okay, let's say okay, you knew this person, but this person was not what you wished for in a husband, and you know that this is what God has told you about it. God needs to, okay, even if God didn't open your ear to tell you that this is it, he gives you a sign. There is always something. I don't know how it happens, because in my own it happened. And I feel that if you are open and you are receptive to the spirit of God, you are receptive to the things of God, God will actually open your heart, open your mind to what you should do. I feel people who made these mistakes are people that are not receptive to the spirit, are people that are not, they just do it with their own initiative, with their own knowledge. They feel that with their knowledge they can actually do this. But I tell you, marriage is more than that. It is more than that. It is not something we do with our own knowledge. It's something that we actually need. We need the Spirit of God to actually guide us. That's why I tell people, when you want to get into marriage, don't get into marriage empty-handed. Don't just go into it because you want to get into it. Don't just go into it because you feel okay, you are lonely. It's time for you to find a mate. It is not. It's something that you don't do. You don't do with a clear eye. You do it spiritually. So for most marriages that work, there is always a why. Even those that are not spiritually minded, there's always something that they saw in that person that they say, okay, no matter what happens, I will follow you to the end of this world. There's always that thing that is the why in the marriage. So I believe and I feel that those who are planning to get into marriage should know the why of their marriage. Before you get into marriage, make sure you know the why. Why am I getting into this marriage? Because that is what will sustain the marriage. It is not the love. The love may fade. The love may fade. There may be so many problems along the way. But why are you in the marriage? That is what will sustain that marriage. So I feel we have learned something. If you've not liked or subscribed to this channel, please do like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so that you get notified whenever we bring out topics such as this. God bless you.